President Donald Trump signed a bill that allows states to withhold federal money from organizations that provide abortion services. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jordan Berger.
And I'm Brittany Pieper. The bill rolls back protections put in place by the Obama administration. KOMU8's Desiree Evans is live to give us more detail on the bill and some reactions to it.
President Trump signed the bill yesterday in privacy, and today I spoke with a Planned Parenthood representative who said just because he signed the bill doesn't mean that Planned Parenthood will be defunded. I also spoke with several people who were grateful for his next steps.
Oh Lord, you brought me from among those.
It's not a church service, but an anti-abortion rally.
We're here to draw attention to the fact that innocent life is being killed inside of the Planned Parenthoods across the country and in other abortion facilities.
This is the 8th year abortion opponents have gathered to pray to end abortion on Good Friday, just one day after President Trump took a step to defund abortion providers.
He's done what he said he would do.
But those in support of abortion rights aren't thrilled. Bonnie Lee Gilmore, a Planned Parenthood representative, says Planned Parenthood Great Plains condemns Trump's resolution, which directly threatens access to health care for 4 million patients across the country who rely on Planned Parenthood for sexual and reproductive health services. Lee Gilmore says states can't block Title X, a health care for people of low income, but she does think this will give those against the organization and abortion practices a vote of confidence. His actions embolden state-level extremists to attack Planned Parenthood patients.
When I spoke with Lee Gilmore today, she brought up a Florida Supreme Court case where it was ruled unconstitutional to prevent these organizations that provide abortions, to prevent them from going to organizations that provide abortions. It will be interesting to see if other states share these ideas. Reporting live in Columbia, Desiree Evans, KOMU8 News.
All right, thank you, Desiree. Governor Eric Greitens announced a reversal of a state policy that blocks tax dollars from being spent on religious organization funding. KOMU8's John Saltzman joins us in the studio with how the decision is being received. John?
Trinity Lutheran Church in Columbia was recently denied funding to improve their playground, but with the policy change, a denial based on religion may not be a future issue. Governor Greitens says the reversal of the policy that allowed the denial to religious organizations was long overdue. However, the American Civil Liberties of Missouri responded to the reversal, questioning if the decision goes against the nation's founders. Governor Greitens said before we came into office, the government bureaucrats were under orders to deny grants to people of faith who wanted to do things like make community playgrounds for kids. That's just wrong. So today we are changing that prejudice policy. Executive Director of ACLU said Governor Greitens' political decision to blur the lines between church and state is dangerous and directly goes against what our nation's founders intended, to protect religious freedom by keeping it separate from the government. Although this change cases in the future, Greitens said he does not expect the timing of the decision to affect the Supreme Court case with Trinity Lutheran Church. Reporting live from studio, John Saltzman at KOMU8 News.
Thank you, John. The parents of a former University of Missouri student reached a $5 million settlement for a wrongful death case. In 2014, freshman Jack Lipp attended a party on 4th Street and fell from the home's balcony. According to a press release, the tenants say the property owner knew the balcony was in poor condition but failed to fix it. The tenants say the owner ignored the problem since the property would soon be demolished to make way for a larger student housing complex. The family's attorney says Jack Lipp's life and tragic death should inspire all of us to do whatever is absolutely necessary to protect the lives of college students, especially by ensuring where they live always meets or exceeds building code requirements. The administrative supervisor for community development says rental properties are inspected every 6 years. KOMU8 News reached out to the property owner, who did not respond for comment.
Investigators are still working to figure out what caused a deadly boat crash at the Lake of the Ozarks. According to the Missouri State Highway Patrol, a 43-year-old man from Nebraska was found dead, 3 others injured. The boat reportedly was speeding upstream before crashing into the shoreline near the intersection of Benton, Morgan, and Camden counties. 2 of the men were taken to Lake Regional Hospital by ambulance, and the 3rd was flighted to University Hospital. Here's what's happening right now. The Cole County Sheriff's Office is cracking down on DWI enforcement by bringing in a wolf pack. This wolf pack consists of 2 or 3 off-duty deputies that patrol in areas with frequent crashes. The initiative is paid for by a grant from the state and aims to prevent fatalities and injuries in Cole County. So far in 2017, Cole County has seen 2 fatalities and 80 injuries. 2017 is on track to have about the same number as last year, which was higher than 2015.
We are not looking to arrest people. We would rather not arrest people because that complicates things. We would much rather people comply with the law and just don't drink and drive.
Wheeler says crashes increased during the summertime, which he attributes to warm weather and holidays like Memorial Day. This crackdown initiative will last until the end of July. Some warm weather to kick off the weekend. Let's check in with Michael to see if it will stick around for Easter.
Thank you very much, Brittany. Good evening, everyone. As we take a look at the weather almanac for today, we saw temperatures warm up to a high of 79 degrees, and it was a warm one out there, but not quite that record high temperature of 89 degrees. And we actually saw some rain move through the area today. Not much here in Columbia. Actually didn't pick up any at the airport, but again, we are just about where we're supposed to be for the month of April so far. And looking at current conditions right now, any rain that we did see this afternoon has moved out of the area for the most part. And really, for the rest of this evening, we are going to continue to stay dry. But check out these temperatures. Still 81 degrees in Columbia, 84 down at the Capitol, and 82 at the Lake of the Ozarks. But we are starting to see the winds pick up, and that's going to be with us tonight and especially during the day tomorrow, as we will see wind gusts as high as 30 miles per hour in a few places. But again, those high temperatures for our afternoon tomorrow near 83 degrees. And for your Easter Sunday, we're at 74. But we do have some chances for some rain both Saturday, Sunday, and even into next week. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a little bit.
The Community Health Center of Central Missouri is expanding. The health center purchased a new facility in Jefferson City to improve Mid-Missouri families' access to quality health care. The new building is larger and will allow them to expand the women's health, pediatrics, and dental programs. Having these services centrally located allows doctors to see more patients and makes it easier on patients to receive the care they need.
The more we can get people into our programs and those programs, we can really have a long-term impact on the communities we can serve.
Davis expects to be moved into the new facility by summer 2018.
Cows that escaped a St. Louis slaughterhouse last week now have a new home in Columbia. The 6 cows are currently being housed at the Large Animal Veterinary Health Center on the MU campus. Some of the cattle sustained injuries during their escape and are being treated by specialists at the veterinary center. The cows gained national attention after escaping the slaughterhouse, and some of that attention came from former St. Louis Blues captain David Backus. He and his family wanted to help.
Dave actually just recently decided to match for $15,000 so that they can motivate people to really jump in and help us, continue to care for them.
Weiner says 5 of the 6 cows are in good health, with 1 undergoing surgery this afternoon. Gentle Barn hopes to find a permanent home for the cows soon.
Coming up, an update on the United Airlines passenger removed from his flight. You probably remember this video. A list of his injuries and what legal action he's planning.
Plus, North Korea is threatening military action against the United States. How President Trump is considering a response.
Here's a live look over the Missouri River at Roachport. A beautiful start to our Easter weekend. It is 5:07, and this is KOMU 8 News, first at 5. Coverage you can count on.
Next wheel.
This is a troublesome group here.
Pat's got his hands full. The players are taking over.
I feel like I've lost a bar bet.
Is anyone safe at this party?
Prominent game show host killed by high fives.
Next wheel.
Weeknights at 6:30 on KOMU 8. In case you missed it, see the latest Target 8 investigations at KOMU.com and on the KOMU 8 News app. If you need answers and results, count on the Target 8 Investigative Unit. Email target8 at KOMU.com for coverage you can count on. Track storms wherever you are. Download the free KOMU 8 Weather and Traffic app for your phone and tablet.
We brought together outstanding special purchases at Slumberland, priced so low they won't be around for long. This tag means it doesn't get much better. So many to choose from. Like this bed for just $288. Includes a free nightstand. That's what we mean when we say special. It's not every day we can offer bargains like this, while they last. So like they say, hurry in. Slumberland, it's a good life.
It's our Chevy bonus tag Spring Fling. Today, you can save up to 20% off MSRP on select new 2017 Chevy Silverado half-ton crew cabs on the lot at Bob McCosh. Save up to 16% off MSRP on a Bob McCosh Chevy Malibu, Equinox, Trax, and on the Chevy Traverse, your 16% off means you will save over $6,000. So find new roads to #1 business loop in Columbia. Chevrolet makes the car and truck. Bob McCosh makes the difference.
The First Alert Weather Cam is brought to you by the law firm of Harper, Evans, Wade, and Nettemeyer. We will fight for you.
Welcome back, everyone, to KOMU8 News at 5. We're taking a live look down at the Lake of the Ozarks. See a few boats buzzing around down there. Actually, not a bad day to go down to the lake, as we're seeing temperatures actually up in the 80s still at 5 p.m. But we are going to see some chances for some rain. A few of you actually saw some rain this afternoon, but all that has moved out of the viewing area. But as we take a look at the rain timeline again, during the afternoon on Saturday, it's actually going to be very nice. We'll see those temperatures warm up into the mid-80s. But once we head into the late afternoon and especially overnight Saturday into Sunday morning, we are going to see probably our best chance for rain for the next few days. And even during the day on Easter, it looks like for the most part we'll stay dry, but we are going to continue to see maybe some scattered chances for some showers during Easter. We'll take a better look at that here in just a little bit. But again, temperature's still very warm. 77 degrees in St. Louis, 86 down in Nashville, and notice out west some warmer temperatures as well, 84 in Dodge City. Those warmer temperatures are headed this way, as well as those much stronger winds. Again, 35 miles an hour out in Dodge City. We could see wind gusts as high as that during the afternoon on Saturday. Sunday, it looks like we won't be as breezy, but again, a warm day for us for Saturday, and very breezy as well. We're seeing those winds from the south right now, coming from the Gulf of Mexico, bringing us that very humid air and setting up for some actually showers again that we saw this afternoon as that warm front is just off to our north, but that cold front out to our west. That's what we're watching for the late afternoon and especially overnight hours tomorrow. But until then, we are just going to remain warm with those breezy winds. Again, those temperatures could be back up into the 80s tomorrow, and a few of us even saw those 80-degree temperatures today. Overnight tonight, though, as we take a look at precipcast, we are going to remain dry, maybe some partly cloudy skies. But again, as we wake up on Saturday morning about 7 a.m., we see those clear skies, and we're going to warm up fast. Overnight lows tonight are only in the 60s, so we'll see those temperatures bounce up pretty quick during the afternoon tomorrow. But notice, by about 3 p.m., maybe a spot light shower, but that cold front, you can kind of see it beginning to build out over central Kansas by about 3 p.m. or so. That really starts to come through overnight Saturday and into Sunday. Again, we could even see a chance maybe for some thunderstorms. Doesn't look like any severe potential right now, but we are under a marginal risk for that tomorrow at this hour. But again, notice by about midnight tomorrow night, we could see those showers and storms moving through the area. And then once that moves through again, it looks like it'll be out of here by about 8:30 on Sunday morning. So if you have church plans during the morning hours on Easter Sunday, it looks like that'll be okay. And then even into the afternoon, if you're headed outside, it looks like you'll be all right, but there is still that chance for a light scattered shower during the afternoon, but better chances for those showers and storms pick up late Sunday night and into Monday morning. And even as we head into Monday, it looks like Monday could even be a washout really for the morning and afternoon hours as well. But again, we are under a marginal risk for our western viewing area Saturday night with that severe potential. Looks like the main potential will be those high winds and maybe some hail, but again, we're going to continue to keep you updated on that as it gets closer. Overnight tonight, 60 degrees, a very mild evening in those partly cloudy skies, and setting up for a very warm day tomorrow. 83 degrees for a high temperature, mostly sunny skies, and we could see a possible shower late in the afternoon, but it looks like it'll stay away until Saturday night and as we head into Sunday morning as well. High temperatures, though, near 74 degrees for Easter Sunday, so it'll be a pretty good afternoon to get outside if you can escape the rain. But looking at the week ahead, we are going to see numerous opportunities for some chances for rain, but temperatures overall stay above average for the next 8 days.
Yeah, and so not too bad in terms of rain for the Easter weekend.
So we are going to see rain on Easter Sunday,
but not
but
while
the timing,
you're going to be out
timing looks to
doing
be good.
Stuff. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Michael.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Coming up next, many are calling it the mother of all bombs.
How ISIS was impacted after the break.
This First Alert Weather Update is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
You plan for everything in life, except the only thing that's for certain. Is it time for a frank discussion with your loved ones about final arrangements? It pays to discuss the details and the price when your family is not under stress. When you're ready, contact Bach Yeager Funeral Chapel. Tour our newly remodeled facilities. We're not big and corporate. You'll deal directly with our owners. Whether it's an affordable traditional service or a simple cremation, count on Bach Yeager Funeral Chapel. Personalized service with dignity, care, and respect.
Make your yard stand out with lawn and garden products from Menards. Forever Green Crabgrass Preventer stops many types of weeds from growing. Pick up a 32-pound bag for only $14.95 after rebate. Replace your old wiper blades with Rain-X Latitude wiper blades. They apply a water-repelling coating to your windshield every time you use them. In assorted sizes, just $12.99 each. Find these and other great deals now during Menards Easter sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Closed captioning of KOMU 8 News is brought to you by Bob McCosh Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac.
When we decided to do some recarpeting, I said, we've got to go to Stover's. From sales to installation was great, and it was easy. Their inventory was incredible. We used their expertise, things that I hadn't even thought of, and actually saved us a lot of money over what a big box store would. Gosh, if I had to choose, whether to do another project with Stover's or maybe somebody else, it would be hands down Stover's carpet. It would be hard for me to even look at any place else.
The Jeep brand presents Great Moments in the Great Outdoors. April 27th, the Wright family learned to live off the land.
Ow.
June 18th, Dave unleashed his inner hamster. August 9th, Brian Jr. looked away from his phone for 3 whole minutes. Find your moment with great deals at the Jeep Spring Clearance event.
Right now, finance and get $4,500 total cash allowance on the 2017 Jeep Cherokee.
As North Korea is reportedly poised to launch a nuclear test, President Trump has toughened his talk against the country. Blaine Alexander reports on how the president could be preparing for action.
Today, a first look at the impact from the so-called mother of all bombs dropped by U.S. forces, killing 36 ISIS fighters in Afghanistan.
This was the right weapon against this target.
This just days after the U.S. missile strikes on Syria. Now, growing tensions as the U.S. now stares down North Korea, the country defiantly poised to conduct another nuclear or missile test.
There's a reason no U.S. president in recent history has pulled the trigger on North Korea. You've got 20 million people in Seoul. That would be a target.
The country is now marking the birthday of North Korean founder Kim Il-sung, a time the nation has typically chosen to flex its military muscles. But the U.S. reportedly considering either preemptive or retaliatory action, sending more ships to the region.
그런 말장난에 불과하지 않는가 하는.
North Korea issuing this stark warning. If provoked by the U.S., the nation is prepared to, quote, go to war. Nuclear expert Daryl Kimball says the tough talk only angering an opponent who won't back down.
We know that Kim Jong-un, the leader of North Korea, and Donald Trump are very concerned about their ego, their prestige. The North Koreans do not want to be seen as backing down. Neither does Donald Trump.
The president, spending the holiday weekend in Mar-a-Lago, has vowed North Korea will be handled as Vice President Mike Pence heads to South Korea in a show of solidarity.
The U.S. said it won't take action without conferring with South Korea first.
New developments today in the case of the doctor forcibly removed from a United Airlines flight. Airport officials now say those Chicago airport security officers who removed Dr. David Dow were told months ago to stop wearing jackets with the word police on the back because they're not police, but they wore them anyway. Dow's injuries include a concussion, broken nose, sinus injuries that will require reconstructive surgery, and 2 teeth knocked out. Dow's attorney promised to take legal action against United and the city, which employs the airport security officials.
Coming up in today's talk, what viewers are saying about President Trump's signing law regarding Planned Parenthood funding.
Ahead for us tonight, it's already a new day in North Korea and its most important holiday, leaving the U.S. on alert. Will Kim Jong-un flex his military muscle, and how? The flat rate model that's slashing the cost of doctor visits for more and more families, and make way for ducklings, the rite of passage at one elementary school guaranteed to leave you smiling. On NBC Nightly News.
Right now at Casey's General Stores,
Get 2 large single-topping pizzas for only $20. Casey's, famous for pizza.
Moving can be a chore, but at BMW of Columbia, it was great. The ultimate driving machine with the ultimate buying experience in our new state-of-the-art 30,000 square foot facility, 1900 I-70 Drive Southwest. And we're ready to have you come check us out. Expanded service, expanded parts, and we have more inventory. Over 400 new and pre-owned to choose from. All on sale with special pricing to save you money. We want your business. BMW of Columbia, 1900 I-70 Drive Southwest for the ultimate buying experience. ColumbiaBMW.com.
Tonight, see why critics are saying first dates is definitely worth a second date.
Okay, I'm nervous.
Let's do this.
Cheers to first dates.
First dates, tonight at 8/7 Central on NBC.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Fallon.
This place is great.
Tommy, please tell me you got that. Move. I like some miso soup because miso hungry. Don't you ever talk to me like that again? Why are you yelling at me? Straight to the house. That's unbelievable. Oh my gosh, I'm a huge fan.
It's easy to see why Nissan is America's fastest growing auto brand. Introducing the new Midnight Edition with aggressive blacked out alloy wheels, spoilers, outside mirrors, and more. Take on the mainstream in Nissan's Midnight Edition. 6 models, 4 colors, only at your local Nissan dealer. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 11 models, or save up to $2,500 on Rogue.
It's on, race fans. April 15th, Peak Sport and Spine presents the 2nd annual Spring Fling at the Missouri State Fair Speedway. Feel the thunder of the ASCS National Tour Outlaw Sprint Cars as they provide the thrills and spills. Be part of the action as 2-time World of Outlaw champion Sammy Swindell rocks the house. April 15th, Peak Sport and Spine presents the 2nd annual Spring Fling at the Missouri State Fair Speedway, featuring the ASCS National Outlaw Sprint Cars. Gates open at 2:30. Racing starts at 4.
A new study shows running could help you live longer. Iowa State University looked at the effects of running on 55,000 adults, and it showed 1 hour of running can add 7 hours to a person's life, more than any other form of exercise. Researchers say over the course of a lifetime, regular running could give you about 3 extra years. It's a risk everyone takes when flying, getting jet lag. One sleep specialist says it all comes down to your internal clock. He says exercise, light, and food can help your body adjust to the new time zone.
The real trick in treating jet lag is to know what your inner clock time is and then adjust by using light.
If you're flying east, you can trick your body by using sunglasses to block out the light. The FDA announced a recall on some teething tablets for babies. It involves Hyland's baby teething tablets and Hyland's baby nighttime teething tablets. The FDA says these products may contain amounts of belladonna alkaloids that pose a serious health hazard. The company stopped making and shipping the products nationwide in October 2016. The recall is just to ensure any left on store shelves are pulled and consumers do not give children any that were purchased. And Target is recalling more than 500,000 water-absorbing toys. The recall involves Easter and Dino toys that expand when they absorb water. If a child ingests the toy, it can expand inside the child's body, causing intestinal obstructions, severe discomfort, vomiting, and dehydration. Parents and medical professionals also need to be aware that the toys may not show up on an X-ray. No injuries have been reported.
In today's talk, President Trump signed a law giving states the option to refuse funding for places that provide abortions. Here's what Facebook viewers had to say. Shannon Eldridge says, quote, I personally disagree with the law. Many people use Planned Parenthood for other services besides abortion. Justin Elm says, quote, if your issue is Planned Parenthood offers other things, well, simply use the community health centers that offer everything and more just down the road.
Some people think of deer as gentle creatures.
But 2 of them are putting the BAM in Bambi. That's coming up.
Coming up Monday on KOMU8 News Today.
Monday brings a busy day of construction with work on Route 50 in Jefferson City. Plus, crews will close the eastbound I-70 ramp on Providence. We'll let you know how that's going to affect you today.
And it's a new week ahead. We may have more thunderstorms. I'll have a look at your 8-day forecast.
What's new, what's now, and what's next. Everything you need to know to plan for your day. KOMU8 News Today starting at 4:30 a.m. Coverage you can count on.
Ashley Home Store's one-day sale starts at 8 a.m. Saturday. Pay no interest for 72 months with no minimum purchase. Get this queen panel bed for just $5 a month. One-day sale, 8 a.m. Saturday with preview day Friday. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
It's our Chevy bonus tag, Spring Fling. Today, you can save up to 20% off MSRP on select new 2017 Chevy Silverado half-ton crew cabs on the lot at Bob McCosh. Save up to 16% off MSRP on a Bob McCosh Chevy Malibu, Equinox, Trax, and on the Chevy Traverse, your 16% off means you will save over $6,000. So find new roads to #1 business loop in Columbia. Chevrolet makes the car and truck. Bob McCosh makes the difference.
We brought together outstanding special purchases at Slumberland, priced so low they won't be around for long. This tag means it doesn't get much better. So many to choose from. Like this bed for just $288. Includes a free nightstand. That's what we mean when we say special. It's not every day we can offer bargains like this. While they last. So like they say, hurry in. Slumberland. It's a good life.
Sunday night is Sports Night on KOMU 8. Watch Sports Extra with Chris Trevino Sunday nights for extra insight, extra interviews, and extra highlights of all your favorite local teams. Get the inside scoop on Mizzou athletics from Mizzou Sports Authority Chris Trevino, plus expert analysis from our Sports Extra hot seat guest. Sunday night is Sports Night on KOMU 8. Watch Sports Extra with Chris Trevino Sunday nights after KOMU 8 News at 10 for sports coverage you can count on.
Ashley Home Store's one-day sale starts at 8 a.m. Saturday. The earlier you shop, the more you save. Up to 25% off store-wide with no minimum purchase. Plus, take an additional 10% off all clearance pieces starting at 8 a.m. Saturday with preview day Friday. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Hey there, everyone. With me on today's Pet Corner is Josie. She is a 1-year-old beagle. She's very, very sweet and well-behaved, loves to keep her nose to the ground and follow it. She's a little curious about cats, and so would probably do better in a home without one, but she would really be perfect match for a home with a full family. If you're interested in Josie, you can call 573-443-PETS or go to cmhspets.org.
Religious organizations can now receive funding from tax dollars. KOMU 8's John Saltzman is in the newsroom with a recap.
Trinity Lutheran Church in Columbia recently filed a lawsuit that made it all the way to the Supreme Court surrounding the denial of funds to the church. Now, Eric Greitens said that the reversal of the policy was long overdue, saying it's wrong to deny grants to people who just want to do things like improve playgrounds. However, the American Civil Liberties Union of Missouri said the decision violates the protection of religious freedom rather than support it. Reporting in the newsroom, John Saltzman, KOMU 8 News.
Here's a look at what we're following for KOMU 8 News at 6. A robot built right here in Missouri could help solve one of the world's biggest problems.
We'll tell you what the robot does and where the funding's coming from tonight at 6.
Now, take a look at this. An Ohio police officer's dash cam recorded a street fight as he drove around a curve, but it wasn't between two people, but two deer. The animals run out from some of the trees, get up on their hind legs, and briefly duke it out.
Nice. Take a look at that forecast. For Friday evening, we are going to see very warm temperatures continue. We're still at 70 degrees by 10 p.m. tonight, and winds are going to continue to be breezy as well. Overall, partly cloudy skies for our evening hours. And as we head into the weekend, we're going to see a pretty nice weekend, but we are going to see some chances for rain for Easter Sunday.
All right, that's our time for now. Thank you so much for joining us.
NBC Nightly News is next. We'll see you here at 6.